I am in Roswell, New Mexico, and this is the alien UFO capital of the world. You see, about 75 miles from here, which for New Mexico is pretty close, in 1947 a UFO crashed and shrouded in mystery, and the town has taken this up. There's lots of alien theming, there's alien museums and attractions, and we're gonna explore the theming in this video, so let's head out. Earthbound visitors coming in from the north are greeted by this amazing Welcome to Roswell sign depicting a UFO abducting some cows. There's also a regular historical marker about the town, but who cares? We're here for aliens. Now let's head into town to find some extraterrestrial theming and do an autopsy on this famous city. Here in downtown Roswell, New Mexico, this is the most famous museum in town and possibly even in the entire state, the International UFO Museum and Research Center. Of course, I did go through there and have a separate video on that. That mural takes cues from the Sistine Chapel and E.T. This is one of the weirder places in the Land of Enchantment, and there's a lot of weird places around here. This is a fairly new mural that states here in Roswell, "We believe." There's a flying saucer with a beautiful background. This is really well done. I absolutely love that there are alien head streetlights throughout downtown. The alien eyes on these streetlights was originally a work of vandalism, but the city decided to embrace and keep them. Across from the UFO museum there is one of the many alien themed gift shops. This one is Alien Invasion t-shirts and more. There's a large alien chainsaw carving out front. Inside there are some more aliens. I think that's a dispensary. I really appreciate how this town has embraced its famous 1947 UFO encounter and has alien theming all over the place. It makes it a lot of fun to explore this otherwise normal mid-sized city. I'm following the trail of alien footprints. Well, it appears they lead to the Roswell UFO Spacewalk, a recently reimagined and reopened attraction that I went through and really enjoyed. I have a separate video on that as well. Across the street is a brand new attraction, Spaceport Roswell, which has some virtual reality simulators. I'm not a big fan of those, so I didn't visit. There's also a historic gas station over there. Back on the main drag, I'm gonna look for some more window displays with aliens. This one features a UFO crash site with some serious excavations and cover-up going on. There's Alien Isle, a trailer park for aliens. There's something amazing at the UFO and Alien store, a cowboy alien riding the Looney Tunes Roadrunner. That is fantastic. There is a surprising amount of alien-based gift shops around here. Across the street is Alien Zone, aka the Area 51 Museum, an absolutely amazing and comical attraction with alien photo ops. I also have a separate video on that. There's a Mexican alien. Here's an alien with a Route 66 shield. It's good to see this alien is well cultured. This gift shop sells alien abduction beef jerky. There are plenty of conspiracy books for sale. And there's a doggo. Here is an alien couple carved from tree stumps. I guess the females are pink instead of green. This is the Chaves County Courthouse, an astonishingly beautiful building. There aren't too many grand old courthouses like this in the West, so this is really neat to see. It was built in 1911, designed by Isaac Hamilton Rapp, who later created the Santa Fe Adobe architecture style. This definitely isn't that, but instead it's one of the best surviving Beaux Arts style revival courthouses in the country. On the grounds there is a ship anchor. It's a memorial to the Navy. There is a Ten Commandments monument. These can be controversial being on public ground. I did notice the Eye of Providence on the monument, a basis for much conspiracy. And here's an old anti-air gun, perhaps from the World War II era. Across from the courthouse is the Roswell Pioneer Plaza, which features a big equestrian statue of John Chisholm. He was a wealthy pioneer cattle baron during the Wild West days, and was one of the first to bring his cattle herd to New Mexico territory. Actually, his ranch was quite close to Roswell. He was also involved in the Lincoln County War between rival cattle barons over cattle rustling issues. Billy the Kid was initially on the same side as Chisholm, but when Billy the Kid started demanding more money from him, Chisholm didn't budge, so the Kid's gang started to steal Chisholm's cattle. Here's a Greetings from Roswell sign outside the Roswell Visitor Center. It is located inside a historic 1920 Tudor Revival Conoco service station, which is wonderfully restored given it's now 100 years old. Let's see what they got in here. Surprise, surprise, there are some more aliens. They have an alien greeter photo op that changes with the seasons. Right now it's in springtime mode. This is the Invasion Station gift shop, located inside an old gas station topped by a flying saucer. They have a weird looking Baby Yoda in the window. I'm surprised there isn't more Baby Yoda here. And here is yet another giant wood carved green alien. There's also a really great mural on the side depicting the 1947 crash site with the military taking away the aliens for study. This mural is supposedly based on a first-hand account. This is so awesome. A 22-foot tall alien holding up a billboard for Dunkin' Donuts. Our alien donut overlord. This is one of Roswell's newest aliens and probably the tallest. He is wearing a mask on both sides of his head due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This is a thing of beauty. The UFO McDonald's. That's right. The Roswell McDonald's is inside of a giant flying saucer, and it looks like they have an old play place area jutting out the front. The UFO McDonald's appears to have lights on it. There are some bizarre silver aliens welcoming visitors to McDonald's. There are even some aliens inside. This is infinitely better than a regular McDonald's. There is a large open space inside of the UFO-shaped building with more LED lights and a surviving play place. I thought those were long gone. There are also some space-themed McDonald's characters hanging from the ceiling, like Ronald McDonald in an astronaut suit. I think that's Birdie the early bird flying in a French fry box. Okay, this is awesome. There's also an outlandish futuristic space mural on the building next to the McDonald's drive-thru lane, with more of the antiquated McDonald's characters. There's the Hamburglar stealing hamburgers in space with his UFO. Look at that Space McDonald's. That probably will become a reality at some point. There's also a mural featuring the Wild West days. Speaking of that, here is a place that harkens back to the Wild West days instead of the 1947 alien UFO crash, known as the Cowboy Cafe. This definitely seems like a homespun place with some cowboy and Wild West theming, as there is a little stagecoach back here. I was planning on eating here for lunch, but it turns out there's a 45-minute wait to get in. It is apparently very popular, and I don't have time to wait, so no Cowboy Cafe this time. There's also a horse on top of a sign over there. The MIA POW Park in town features a fascinating relic. That is a German Iron Cross built into the riverbank's stone flood wall by Nazi German prisoners of war. There was a prisoner of war camp built outside Roswell, and by 1943, it held about 4,800 Germans captured from Rommel's Africa Corps, and they were put to work on local farms and infrastructure projects, including one regarding flood control of the Spring River here in town. Some prisoners secretly arranged the rocks here to resemble the Iron Cross, which originated during the German Empire, but the Nazis brought it back and used it. The people of Roswell did not appreciate that, so 5 yards of concrete was poured on top of it, but all that eventually washed away, and the Iron Cross is once again visible. This park is now dedicated to all prisoners of war and those missing in action from all nations. There's also a chunk of the Berlin Wall here, donated to Roswell by the Luftwaffe. Obviously this was the western side of the wall with graffiti, and here is the cleared eastern side of the wall under communism. Boo! Here under the awning of the Baymont Inn where I'm staying, I'm very happy to see they have some alien theming. It's like a little UFO and two little green men. One of them has the whole world in his hands. Or like the elevator floor in my hotel. Hello, Earthlings. Wanna hop on the elevator for an epic elevator ride through with the alien? Right? Like the green walls, you know, that's very thematically accurate. So here at the Western Inn, I found some more aliens. Looks like they have a homemade flying saucer with some punky aliens. And here is a chainsaw carved alien. Pretty big one. You can see the UFO. It's Area 51 labeled on it, and it says obliterate communist radio. I really like this. They have a little green alien on a Conestoga wagon. An alien pioneer. Looks like they also have some wood-carved bears as well. They also have a wood-carved Native American. Here at the Super 8, they have a green little man, an alien of welcoming. Looks like he's a wood-carved alien. That's pretty cool. Maybe a chainsaw carving. Here they have the alien truck parking for extraterrestrial trucks. And here they have another wood-carved alien decapitated head. We're passing by the New Mexico Military Institute in Roswell. It has some really neat and historic Gothic Revival buildings. here at the south side entrance into Roswell is one of the greatest welcome signs of all time. It's a complete artistic masterpiece. It appears that this scene depicts a UFO landing, probably an emergency landing, on a ranch outside Roswell, and they're interacting with some Earthlings. Looks like a good old family of Roswell ranchers. The aliens appear to be freaked out by how nice the Earthlings are. The mom is trying to give the aliens a pie despite their disgust. Sadly, this baby alien is missing his head. It looks like they're trying to help jump the UFO. This alien seems totally confused by the jumper cables. I also like how there actually are red and black cables. That's clever. There is a good deal of graffiti on the UFO now. There is the signature of John Cerney, who makes these big photorealist billboard style pieces across the country. His artwork is wonderful, and this may well be one of his best and most creative. I'm going to get dinner at Takira Jalisco because I saw they had alien theming. Here is yet another wood carved alien, but this one has a sombrero. There are some Mexican aliens in the windows. There aren't any aliens inside, but that's a nice mural. So, that was the infamous alien overloaded town of Roswell, New Mexico. I had so much fun exploring this place and seeing how many businesses have embraced the town's suspicious past and turned it into a one-of-a-kind destination. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I have filmed hundreds of videos on all sorts of bizarre towns and attractions across this vast nation, featuring roadside attractions, museums, national parks, and more. I also have videos on the International UFO Museum, Alien Zone, the UFO Spacewalk, and the Roswell Museum that will all be linked in the description. Thanks for watching.